All right. Oops, wrong one. Let's see. Uh-oh, I've forgotten my which one's my capture card. One moment, let me figure that out. Apparently, nope, nope. Why isn't this working? Nope, that's not it. Let's see. Weird. Nope, not here either. Nope. Okay, well, awkward. I'm missing something here. Something ain't right. Weird. Let me troubleshoot. Let's see here. See if maybe something got knocked loose over in my setup. Because for some reason the capture card's not picking up, like, at all. Which is odd because it's hooked up and has power. So I don't know why it's not transmitting. I know it's been a month, but come on, man. You know. For some reason it's not working. Don't know why. Trying to see if there's like something wrong with it, but everything looks fine. Because it's shown up here. You just can't really see it or hear it, which is what's funky. Don't know why it's not working, guys. I really am lost here. Let's see if I can just remove it from my my list here, my stuff, and we'll reset it. All right, there. You guys should be able to see now. Do a quick audio test. It's very loud. Let me have about where it was. Okay. Should be good now. Don't know what happened there. But hey guys, and welcome back to another live stream. We are playing Forza Motorsport 4 once again for you guys. And yeah, we're gonna play some more of this game and see what we can get up to. My capture card is blinking at me. I don't know what that means. This capture card's like brand new, so I don't know why I would be having any issues. I've only recently started using it, so. Okay. And I think I had my save here. I'm trying to remember all this stuff. Okay, looked like that was good. So let's continue on. What we got? I'm trying to remember where we are actually in the game. So I see I've got an Evo, so I already know that's been interesting. You know, we all know how I do with Evos. Okay, so we're moving on to the Professional Series.
The Professional Series is the big time and features the best racing circuits.
Let me know if the audio is too loud. It did reset the volume when I put it back in here.
Now it's time for another attempt at
there is a
racing
chance the audio is probably
through
too
the
loud, but
demanding Sebring International Raceway.
my laptop's decided to go full speed again too, which is great. So, all right, my boy 8-Bitter in the chat. Dude's been a long time subscriber of the main channel, and he's a big Forza fan, so always good to see him here. See what this Evo 6 can do. I don't know why my work computer has decided to turn into a jet engine directly next to all this. I haven't used my work computer in probably 2 days, so I don't know what's going on with it. 16 rounds of the professional series. We all know how I get with Evos, so you already know what kind of craziness is in store today. We all know that whenever I get in an Evo, competition can't handle it. Sebring. A track that I haven't done that much, laps in. Excuse me. Alright, let's see what the grid. We'll see what the grid is. We got 4GT Panos. Hometown car, I guess. I mean, I don't live in Brazelton, but I'm like an hour and a half away. Is Forza 4 crossplay on Xbox PC? It is not. This is actually an actual 360, but with a capture card. So that's how I'm streaming it. But I actually did get a 360 not too long ago. Looks like we got some NASCARs as well. Let's see. See what this Evo can do. We got some GT2 class stuff out here. Oops, well, doesn't help when you get a car right away. Haven't played this in about a month. I think it was the last stream we did. GT's gonna be absolutely hard to get around. This car is definitely going to be a bit underpowered against a 4GT race car, but try to put some sauce on it. Oh, gorgeous. Oh, well, I guess I followed him, so. Another draft. Final corner. Man, a lot of understeer. It's not like Evos. Like I've driven in other games. They don't understeer like that. That is really odd. Most boring car in the world. Evos aren't boring. I mean, even 10 might be. But this is a peak Evo. 6, 7, and 8, 9. That kind of time period. Peaky. It's a shame they cost a fortune. Man, so much understeer. Of course, it's hard to feel understeer and oversteer in the controller. Like when you're playing on a wheel, it's like, you at least are able to kind of feel the way you move around and stuff. Oh, the Chrysler Sebring. I'm about to say, Evos aren't boring. Chrysler Sebrings are boring. Yeah, that 4GT is right on my tail. I guess it doesn't help them understeer everywhere. It just has a clear, easy advantage to get right back around. Ah, she won't pay attention. Just pretend that didn't happen. Just do some time traveling. It's fine. Motorsport is God's ear in a wheel, especially when the drivers are right. Like I was telling you, my Thrustmaster does not play nice with Forza 7. Of course, I haven't tried the new one. I haven't tried the new one yet. I'll probably buy it on Monday when I get paid. Or that way I can try it out. I got another friend that has it. I got a few friends that we could probably get some crazy lobbies together. I'll probably do a fun video kind of putting Forza and Gran Turismo head to head at some point. Obviously there's me some bias as someone who grew up on Gran Turismo and didn't get into Forza until late in life. But now that I have all the main series releases of both series, between Forza 1 through, outside of 5, I'm missing Forza 5 still. But I've got 1 through 4 and 6, 7. Well, I don't have the new one either. But Once I have the newest one and Forza 5, I'll have the entire lineup. That'll be that. And I can probably do a head-to-head comparison between the two. Of course, obviously, there'll be some overlap, such as I think Gran Turismo 4 and Forza 2. Forza 2 probably overlap each other. Forza 5 or Gran Turismo 5 and Forza 4 were about the same period. And I think Forza 5 and Gran Turismo 6 were the same time period. So I just need to get Forza 5 and give it on. Forza 6 doesn't matter too. I heard it had some issues with crashing, the newest one. Once we got rolling with this thing, it got kind of comfortable. Like, I'm not really fighting any traffic or anything. There's no, well, outside of the other steer issues this car's got. And there's not a whole lot of worrying I'm having to do about the competition here. I mean, they're staying up with me, but they're not really threatening me too much. They're just kind of with me. I do wish this car had a bit of a sharper turning. It's very understeery, which is, like I said, not like a lot of the Evos I've driven in other games. Like, Gran Turismo is pretty neutral. Forza 6 and Motorsport are both S-tier games. Forza 6 was great. That was my first Forza. That was the whole reason I even got into Forza was Forza 6, because I was just like, you know, I've been playing Gran Turismo my entire life. I was like, why not give Forza a try? And that was, you know, Forza 6 was still new. So I got it, and I got an Xbox for my birthday, and it was the one that was like pick your own game combo or something like that, and Forza 6 was one of the games that was on the list, so I darted for that. I think the only other game that I was really interested in was Rare Replay, to play Conker's Bad Fur Day, and I actually wound up buying that for like $10 at a GameStop like 2 months later. So it worked out, I have both, but you know, Forza 6 was kind of a selling point to me for Xbox. And I still have that Xbox One. I mean, I don't ever play it anymore. It's actually unplugged now. I mean, it just kind of sits on the shelf. I mean, it's doing better than my N64. My N64 is locked up in my closet. I have a Steam Deck that sits in this place. I'll probably do a full setup tour again soon. It's been a while. I'm just going to come try. Oh, okay, interesting. Game will slow you down. Come on, seriously, last lap. Of course that one. Right there, move on the inside. Trade some paint a little bit. Oh, wow. Well, that was tough there at the end, but still got it. Still got the dub. First time back playing this in forever, and still got it. Let's see what our bonus is. 3,000 points. I'll take that. 3,000 XP. 8,000. I haven't played my Xbox One in like a year and a half. Last time I played it was when Horizon 5 first came out. Then a month later, I bought a Series X. Yeah, my brother's got a Series S, and he loves it. Of course, I predominantly play on PC now. Oh, man. Ain't that a lineup. Here's the thing. This is a hard choice for me. If it was the F40, I'd pick the F40. But it's the GTO. I don't really have an attachment to the GTO. And I've seen a Countach in person. Like, you know, a handful of times probably, but one recently. So I'm leaning towards the Lambo here. Let's see, they have it in yellow. For some reason, yellow is like a signature Countach color to me. Cha-ching! We already know what's happening. Question is, do we build the Countach? Or do we leave it alone? And just not drive it? Most of the these builds I've done on this channel, on this series, have been like, you know, a for fun kind of thing, not really for me. But I was like, why not try something new? You know, we might build the Countach real fast. We got a sedan open. Looks like maybe not, because we've got a sedan event Let's see if we change cars to something else and see if it'll give us different events based on what we're in. What are my other R3 cars? Got the R8 and the S4. Let's go with the S4, see what happens. Still, okay, we do have the North America R3 Tour. Let's go ahead and just grab the Lambo. The one I saw in person was black. The one I saw recently. Let's see, I got 157 grand. I think I was saving for a roof, wasn't I? I think that's what I was doing last time out. Let's see, we'll sell some cars. I think honestly at this point I don't need the S4. As much as I like my S4, the Evo just does its job better. Like, it's just a superior car, all in all. I think honestly the only thing it has the advantage in is power. Because I mean, it's what? This thing makes 592. Oh, actually the Evo makes more power. And I love Audi, you already know. If y'all been watching the main channel, one of my best friends just bought an RS3. If you guys want to see that. I don't think I can get much for some of these cars. I could sell the Renault 5. I don't really care for that car. I just kind of have it. Let's see. I'm not selling the R8. Let's see what's in the dealers. Because I think we should be up to 185 now, yeah. I think I was either saving for a Panos or saving for a roof. I can't remember where I was going with that. Could build an ISF. I need Tyler to come watch again. So I'm gonna build an ISF for him. Pagani be fun. I would not mind building a Zonda. But 1.1 mil. Here's of course the Esperante. It wasn't this, but it was something similar to that. On some poster boards at Petit Le Mans. I was there recently. I think this is a 911 Turbo, isn't it? Why is my laptop just continuously going to full jet over here? Might as well just shut this thing down because something's going on with it. And it's driving me crazy. Subaru, Toyota, see? Kind of perusing. Trying to do two things at once. It's not going well. Celica. I mean, people, I don't know. I feel like these were slept on. I actually really like this generation of Celica. So I can get a hold of Tyler, see if he'll want to come watch me build an ISF. See, so I can get him to come watch. Remember the days where EA owned the rights to Porsche? I'm glad those days are not. Right? Like, it's well known I'm a Porsche fanboy, and it drove me crazy that the best I could do when I was younger was roof, because Gran Turismo didn't have it, and like the only Need for Speed games I played that had it when I was a kid, because I didn't play Most Wanted 2005 when I was a kid. I missed that one. I think the first one I played that had Porsche in it was let's see. I think it was Most Wanted 2012. No, that's wrong. Pro Street. I played Pro Street. Let's see, I think we did a Mark II build. That's right. Hot Pursuit did have them, but I didn't play that when it was new. I do have Hot Pursuit 2010 though. Let's see. How much is the ISF? These things, I thought they were so cool when they came out, and then all of a sudden, I found out they were on a Prius powertrain or something like that, and I was like, never mind. That was like my dream first car, was an IS300. I think I have Hot Pursuit Remastered. I think I've just barely played it. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, you already know if I get enough money, we're doing it. We're building an LFA. That's like, There were two cars. if I ever won the lottery, I wouldn't say a word, but there would be ways to tell. The first one would be there would be a GT2 RS and an LFA in my driveway. Those two cars specifically. And if I have one, I just haven't gotten the other one yet. Yeah, I think it's funny that they list Lexus as American. A lot of games have done that, and I've never understood it. Because like Gran Turismo did the same thing. They listed Lexus as American. Even though they sell in Japan. Like they sell Lexus in Japan now. I think at the time maybe they didn't sell Lexus in Japan. Except for like a couple, I think, well, yeah they did. The LFA was sold in Japan as a Lexus. So I don't know. I think this generation of IS is when they stopped selling it as an Altezza. So, but waiting to see if Tyler will log in here and come watch the stream so we can build this ISF for him. Getting me undelivered right now. But anyway, let's actually do something instead of just sit here. Let's build the Countach up, see what happens. Or I may drive the R8. Let's do a race event with the R8. We'll come back to the ISF. I think what I get, the player card stuff. Got a badge, apparently. I need the run for Road Atlanta because that's my actual home course. I have both a 05 Ford GT Heritage and a dark blue LFA. Dark blue is a great color, but for me it's the orange. The orange was like my color when I was younger on the LFA. That was like, my dad had always said if he ever got one, it would be orange. And I kind of ran with that, so. So you got some titles and stuff too. Let's actually go do something. Jank controller. Just freaking busted. Alright. So we're heading to where? I didn't even get a good look at what track we're heading to now. So we're jumping in the R8. Do request some Forza Vista with the GOAT. Jeremy. I forget Jeremy Clarkson did Forza Vista on this. Like, we'll do something. We'll do that with the ISF, maybe after this. All right, what's on the grid? We got on the grid. We've got looks like the same grid from last race, just in the R8 now instead of the Evo. See what this R8 can do. I've driven this one. I think this thing's got more oversteer. Fuck it, R8. See what you can do. I remember this track drove me nuts, like within the first few episodes of this live stream, because I was just like, hitting the grass. Man, this thing's got a good bit of understeer too. And it did not take that chicane at all. Save it. Man, I thought all-wheel drive was supposed to be like, on the rails. I don't think it was supposed to. Man, that curb really upset the car. See, that's what I don't get about Forza 4. You hit the grass and it just brings you to a dead stop, like that. Rewind it farther, I guess. That I've played so many other racing games where it'll slow you down, but it doesn't bring you to a dead stop. I know I've complained about that a lot during this live Let's Play, but dude, it's so unrealistic. Hey, a drag strip. Dirt trap, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't bring you to stop that fast, but I mean, it would bring you to a stop. That I did see in action in person. I was on the TV. I don't know how much of y'all actually watch IMSA, but that was my first IMSA race live. I had kind of watched Daytona 24 for a few years. This year's the first time I really tried to keep up with IMSA, and got tickets to Petit Le Mans. Went there. It was a great time. Video from that's on the main channel. I shared it on here the other day. Ow. Thank you for that, Mr. Ford. speaking of Petit Le Mans, that's how the race wound up ending under a yellow, was because of something like that. And ironic, Panos is in front of me. In Brazelton, right up the street from Road Atlanta. That's where Petit Le Mans is hosted. And it's in the stand. Yeah, honestly, now that I think about it, Forza, like, honestly, like, the main reason I got into Forza was because Road Atlanta was in the game. It was before GT had, or Gran Turismo had Road Atlanta. So I was just like, oh, this game's got my home track. I want to try it out and drive Road Atlanta in a video game. And now it's probably the track I've done the most laps in any racing game. Like, between Forza, between Gran Turismo 7, between Assetto, you know, Forza 6 and 7. Dang, just drive straight into the wall. He's giving me a run for my money, though. One thing I do like about Forza is that you don't have to win every single race to continue. I think as long as you finish well. Oops. Hit him a little hard. Like, played a little dirty, but it's fine. Oh, probably played a little too dirty there. But like, you know, like your Gran Turismo, in order to really proceed in the game, you have to win everything. And in this, you don't. I mean, I think we've had several races where I finished at second or third, and the game's just gone on like nothing ever happened. And I like that. I like that I'm able to mess up and not, you know, it's more realistic to me when you can't win every race in your life. I mean, there's no way that you can be 100% dominant. And you even saw that happen this year. You know, Verstappen couldn't win everything. They shift a little bit. Man, a lot of understeer. It's like understeering and then trying to oversteer but not like succeeding in so or something like that. It's really hard for me to explain it with a controller. Wish I could use my Thrustmaster with this. I need to figure out how to do tuning on this game like I could in GT. See if I can dial in like differential tuning and suspension and that kind of stuff. I feel like that would fix a lot of this car's kind of drivability issues. Let's just pretend that didn't happen. Still went up. And it just like kind of the grass kind of pulls you. The transition of banks pretty aggressive too. It kind of knocks this thing offline. First person view is definitely not the move. Probably shouldn't be trying to read the track one driving too. Cars I would get after the GTI. Honestly, it just kind of depends where I'm at financially. I did like a short clip on my TikTok recently about like attainable and unobtainable dream cars. And for unobtainable, like if money was no object, probably I would go after like a roof Yellowbird or a 992 GT3 Touring. But depending on where I'm at financially, it could be something as like, you know, a bit more tame, something like a B9 S4, you know, the newest Audi S4s with the single turbo V6. If finances allow, jump maybe into a B9 RS5 with the twin turbo V6. Something like that. Or, you know, if I can afford it, I'd love to jump into a Boxster, some sort of Porsche, whether it be like a Boxster S or a Cayman. I've thought about just getting an old 911, and not like air-cooled era, because those way more than I could probably afford, even if I made really good money. which I make decent money now, and I'm actually transitioning back to a different part of my field that'll pay me more. So maybe a Porsche isn't too far out of the possibility. Maybe something that's a little bit newer than a 997, 2005, 2007, 911, that kind of time period. Probably could get something a little bit nicer. Who knows? Maybe I'll make enough money to get like a 991.1 Carrera S or something like that. The last of the naturally aspirated models. But I think honestly, if I'm being realistic, if the first cars that come to mind, like a B9 S4, a B9 RS5, if I'm willing to stretch in the payments a little bit. B9 RS5 is kind of sit around like 50. But I think though, like a third generation Boxster S and the 981 chassis from like 2013, 2016, the last of the flat six base model Boxsters. Of course, I'm looking at an S, so I wouldn't be getting the jank, slow, anemic 2.7. I'd be and a 3.4. It's a really solid motor. PDK is really good. I'd probably be honest in my first choice. I would choose the Boxster only because it's cheaper than a Cayman. The Cayman holds its value too good. And I specifically after an S, I wouldn't get a base. I wouldn't get a GTS, something like that. GTS is command a fortune. And me and my girlfriend, we aren't planning on having kids in the future, so I'm okay to get a two-seater like a Boxster, or a Supra or something like that. There's a Lamborghini track day, and I think we actually happen to have that Countach still, or the Miura. But I think we need something more like S-Class, which the Countach wouldn't take much. Why don't we jump in and see if we can do some tweaks to this this Countach here. Get it up in S-Class. I don't think we'll have to do a whole lot, but let's see what we can do. We'll throw some tires on it. We'll do race tires. Look at that. We're already in S-Class. But I want to bump up the power a little bit too, just to help. We'll do a full. We'll just do. Oh, it's already got a race exhaust on it. How about that? We'll do. I didn't think these things were still carbureted. We'll do an intake manifold. No, we won't. Oops, wrong button. It's already got an intake on it. We'll punch it out. We'll punch it out to a what displacement is it now? At this point, it's a 5.6. And it's already got cooling upgrades. Let's see. The 718 I'm torn on. The 718 is 4-cylinder for the most part, unless you cop a GTS 4.0. And I actually have a friend, Tyler. My friend Tyler that I was talking about earlier. He works for Porsche. He works at the Experience Center in Atlanta. Very jealous of his job. He's got a really cool job. And he swears by the 718s. For me, I would like to have a flat six car, even if it means I'm a little bit slower than the Boxster, the 4-cylinder ones. But like I like the 7. I think the 718 looks great. It's got a great body style. The dynamics of that car, are no joke. But I'm like for me, I want that flat six. I want that noise. So saying I should probably upgrade it. I'm not dropping 58 grand. Well, let's just send it. Screw it. We don't need a ton of power. It's a Countach. We're already cool. I love to work for a car manufacturer or dealer, but I would not want to work on cars for a living or work in an office. That's why I'm jealous of Tyler's job. My friend Tyler, he works at the Porsche Experience Center, and he's a coach. So his job literally is to jump into 911s all day, drive clients around, let clients drive him around, thrash a car all day long. Sometimes he transports them. If he were here, he'd be better able to explain his job. But yeah, I mean, he gets to drive these cars for a living, and I'm really jealous of that. It was like a couple months program to train, but once he got done training, he started off on 718s, and now he's worked his way into 911s. So it's a really cool job. Let's see what the screen touch can do. Can't flash the lights. The tire grade was like money. Get out of here. Just, block me. On the line. Hello. Oh, well, there's something. Something I hate is the AI is just so like unaware of what's going on around them. Like, and the goal is to pass cars. Dang. Yeah, his job I'm very jealous of. Like, I don't think it pays like crazy, like like as much as it'd be awesome. But I think it pays well, and he loves that job. I think he said he wants to be there long term. He got a free ticket at Petit Le Mans, stuff like that. Yeah, forget Ford as a race school now. I think they've had it for a few years now, haven't they? Like since like the GT350s and started it. I'm just missing out. No, I think the S197s was a part of that program. Ow. Probably shouldn't actually have brakes there. Oh, well. Tony Hawk. Grinding the wall. She's a little beat up. This thing's like not great to drive, honestly. This kind of stuff is why I couldn't do wheel-to-wheel racing. It's just like, it's a lot of pressure. I much prefer time attack. I like watching wheel-to-wheel, but time attack's more my good. I looked into it, but for 2 days it's crazy expensive. I remember looking into it myself, because I think, we talked about doing it for my dad for his birthday or something like that. And he was like, he was in for it, but it was just going to cost me way too much. Pass handful more bars. Come on, get off the line. Oh, see, like, I either have to avoid them at high speed and hit the wall, or gotta hit them. Crying out loud, dude. Can't avoid it. I see we're gonna pass, almost a little over 20 cars. Yeah, the starting price is $3,800. I looked into the Radical, like, school they have at Atlanta Motorsports Park. It's freaking $5,000, and I was like, I'm not paying $5,000 for that. Like, it's cool because at the end of it, you get a racing license, and you can go drive in any wheel-to-wheel series you want. But like, it's like it's just too much. It's a lot of money, and to me, it's like, unless you just have the money lying around, like, or unless someone pays for you, sponsors it. Like, for me, it's just not worth it. I honestly would rather get the seat time just going the track and then to my own car. I'm hoping at some point that's when I get the GTI ready for is to do some, a couple track days. That car's not really meant for it, like in terms of what I've built it for, but would not mind, doing a couple. Dang, I was only 4 off the target. I don't think it's gonna kick me, make me restart, but. Okay, level 26. We got some cars to take a look at. What we got? Oh, man. We've got a Morgan Aero Super Sports, a TVR Cigaris, and a Spiker. Here's the thing. Since we've already talked about the ISF for Tyler, why not go with one of his favorite cars and go with the TVR? I wish he was here to watch this. Mid Ohio here is actually a fun track. I haven't been watching IndyCar and I haven't been watching, IMSA a ton this year. I'm trying to get into, especially IMSA. And I think they do a race at Mid Ohio. I wish that was a track they had in these games. Mid Ohio is just so forgotten about. Not very impressed with the Countach, honestly. Like, that was kind of a dud.
Today, you'll revisit the spectacular peaks and smooth blacktop of
Mid Ohio is in
Camino de
Motorsport.
Montserrat.
I thought I saw that Paul Ricard was there too. From Formula One, like in France. I wonder if it's as bad to drive on a game as people say it is in real life. So we'll jump into one of the R3 cars and just see what it offers. We have a Euro Boutique challenge, so we can probably run the R8. I think it might be time to build a new car though. What we got in terms of finances? Got 180K. Wish I was able to sell off all these cars that I'm not gonna drive. Honestly at this point you could probably sell the C63. Make some cash off that. So over 200 now. We could probably sell the Evo. Honestly, I mean, the R8 I just tend to like better than the Evo. I mean, obviously both cars are easy to drive. But I'm trying to what I just did. Get an LFA. Here, we're trying to get an LFA. So let's see. I think the only other car I can sell is my R8. Let's see, where's the Forza Vista thing? Let me get to that. I think it's at the home menu, is it not? Auto Vista. What we got? Getting our Jeremy Clarkson monologue here.
This is the 2010 Ferrari 458 Italia.
That is definitely not Jeremy Clarkson. I know Forza 5 he was in. I thought he was in Forza 4. Unless I'm not clicking the right thing. Huh. Maybe I'm not clicking the right thing. This is where he does the endangered species thing. Maybe I'm just not in the right. You have to go to the front of the car. Okay. Well. Need to open the door. It's like a tutorial I have to do or something.
This is the very latest
There he is.
mid-engined V8 Ferrari, the 458 Italia. Pretty, isn't it? And that's not something you can say about many of their efforts from the last few years. The 430 had a front end like a leering idiot. The 348 looked like it had crashed into a Venetian blind showroom. But this looks just right. Its appearance isn't just for show either. Those black fins in the front grille flex under air pressure, so the faster you go, the more they bend out of the way to improve aerodynamics. And there are no engine intakes to spoil the sides because they've been moved underneath the car. So it looks fantastic, and its 4.5-litre, 562 horsepower V8 means it has the guts to punch you repeatedly in the back of the head. But that alone wouldn't be enough. Some of its ancestors have been as incompetent and terrifying as having brain surgery performed by a baboon. As it turns out, the 458 is better than that. Much better. In fact, it's a sharp-handling, smooth-riding, savagely fast masterpiece. Of course, it's not perfect. For some reason, they've put far too many buttons on the steering wheel. The dashboard screens are so complicated they can only be worked by Bill Gates, and personally, I'd still rather have the brutal Mercedes SLS. But I can't deny that the 458 is a great car and a proper Ferrari.
It's kind of neat. A little frunk. Oh, we can switch to LFA. Okay. I like where this is going.
This is the 2010 Lexus LFA.
Man, look at this thing. Love this car.
This is a Lexus. I know, doesn't look like one, does it? It doesn't sound like a Lexus from the details either. I mean, it has a 4.8-litre, 552 brake horsepower V10. It also has a carbon fibre body. And it does 0 to 60 in 3.7 seconds and has a top speed of 200 miles an hour. This is what happens when you tell Lexus engineers to stop making quiet, dull saloons for people who play golf. Let off the leash, they go mad and make this, the LFA. A car that sounds like an F1 racer and goes like a Ferrari 458. As it should when you discover that it costs twice as much. But just to prove they haven't forgotten their insane attention to detail, the Lexus boffins have given it dashboard vents that gently waft from side to side to make sure the air is evenly distributed around the cabin. This is a Lexus in the same sense that I'm a 400-meter runner. In other words, it isn't a Lexus at all. What this is Toyota showing exactly what they're capable of. And it turns out that what they're capable of is quite a lot.
Love these cars, man. One, like I said, if there was any car I would buy, like, if money was no object, be rocking one of these motors. Such a gorgeous car. I've watched the Doug DeMuro video on this so many times. There's a channel I watch on YouTube called Tedward. They do POV drives, style videos. It's one of my favorite genres of YouTube videos. And he did a drive recently of an LFA, and I've watched that video like so many times. The 4GT one. We'll do that one real fast, and we'll get back to playing through the game some more.
This is the 2005 Ford GT.
I always forget he owned one of these.
Everyone knows American cars are terrible, and cars from Europe, especially cars from Italy, are better. Better looking, better driving, and usually better sounding. 50 years ago, Henry Ford knew this. That's why he tried to buy Ferrari and thought he had. Until Enzo Ferrari looked down his Roman nose and said, you know what? Actually, you can't have it. So, Henry decided to kick Ferrari where it hurt, on the racetrack. He wrote a blank check and told his engineers to build a better racing car and beat Ferrari at Le Mans. And astonishingly, that car, a British chassis with an American engine, the Ford GT40, did just that. 4 times. This car is not the GT40, but it looks like one, and it was made to celebrate Ferrari's humiliation, only this time on the road, not the track. It's the Ford GT, not the GT40, because unlike that car, it's more than 40 inches tall, so Americans could fit into it. But the idea is just the same. A great big V8, a 5.4 litre with a supercharger, and a relatively simple aluminium chassis. 220 miles an hour, and frankly astonishing handling for a car from America. And movie star looks. I have never driven a car that attracts more attention, and I drove this one a lot, because I bought one as remarkably, at the time, there wasn't a Ferrari that was better. And that's only something that happens once every 50 years.
That was a good one. All right. Let's get back to playing the game. So let's see. How much does an LFA cost? Because if I'm getting close, I'll sell that R8. I will throw it under the bus so fast for an LFA. Let's see. How short are we? I think it's like 350. So yeah, I mean, I need a good bit more money. Probably can do another race with the R8.
Today, you'll revisit the spectacular peaks and smooth blacktop of Camino Viejo de Montserrat.
This track looks brutal. See the Gumpert there? I think that's a Bertoni. I think he makes that other car. See what this R8 can do. Isn't the track from Forza 3? Alright, what we got in the grid? We've got TVR Speed 12. Yikes. I'm screwed. 2 Gumpert Apollos, a Joss or a Yas JT1, a Spada Coda Trunca, obviously RR8, a Bertoni Manshide, and a Weissman GT MF5. So this is going to be a tough race. It's going to be tough competition. This is the track from Forza 3, I'm pretty sure. Also, learned how to drive better in first-person views, but I just refuse to use them this entire Let's Play, because I feel like most people don't like watching others play in first person. It's just my preferred camera view. Oh wow! Okay, that was random. Car just got completely unsettled. Ow! Never in real life that would hurt. Let's rewind before that, because it drives like crap now. That was a really good wreck, like, in a bad way. That rear end got so unsettled coming out of that corner. There we go. Caught it that time. I hate the yellow birds in this game. These groups are tall. I think it was on the 9-6 to work. It's not that right. tight. It's definitely going to make a track for them, too. Apologize for my voice. I know I've been talking really quietly, a little more monotone. I've got a bit of a sore throat. I don't know why. I've been seeing it for a couple of days now. It's just been pleasant. Probably should listen to this again. It's all Are you going to Mustang Week? I remember when I had the sport track, I wanted to go for years, but I just never made it out. And I feel like I'd be shocked if I went in the Volkswagen. People, they get a little too rowdy now at Mustang Week, so just didn't stop for the one. It's like I don't go to H2O. Like H2O is just one. It's not the same as it was. Dang it, come on. I was like full steering lock. I was on for the gas. Just trying really hard to slow down so I wouldn't go off track again. Reminds me a lot of turn 1 at Virginia City. I guess turn 2. There's a little left bend on the corner count as well. That corner right there reminded me of 5. Grid got pretty spaced out. Never want to see that. Not good in that tight competition. That tight competition. That's good. Come up these like 90s. It's just some tough corners. Wish that other Mustang owners knew how to drive. It's not that they don't know how to drive, it's they don't know how to drive properly, and they want to, actively be going against this. So, I would not be surprised if Mustang Week has the same issue that Slam Enough did recently, and there's just people acting up and doing takeovers. Just like you can't really go to an organized car event anymore unless it's like small, like Wookiees in the Woods, for example. The Volkswagens, like you never. Well, one, most Volkswagens can't do donuts because they're either all-wheel or front-wheel drive. But two, like it's usually an older crowd, and you got a lot of these younger kids that are closer to mine and your age, and they just want to chase clout, and they just want to act like an idiot. Oh, these donuts will get me clout on Instagram. They'll give me like a whole of like 5 followers on Instagram, like, stuff like that. Like I've never understood the takeover crowd, and I think it's just a bunch of immaturity that runs in that stuff. And obviously people be like, "Oh, you don't understand." And I'm just like, I do understand. I just don't care about social media following. People these days just care too much about social media. This channel has under 500 subscribers, yet I have the time of my life making videos for it, doing these live streams and all that kind of stuff. My main channel, after I got rid of the sport chat, my main channel's died off. Like, it wasn't until recently that GTI content actually got, consistently over 100 views. I mean, it's just been, people care too much. That's my soapbox and take it loose. I think it's just immaturity and stupidity, and it's more. They don't look fun at all. Like, oh, you can do a donut, so cool. Any car that's rear-wheel drive. I prefer watching cars, on a racetrack, or drift events that are sanctioned. So like I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, just stay on your toes if you go, because I'd hate for you to go and then there'd be a takeover and you get caught up in the mess and all that kind of stuff. Because as soon as it happens, the police department in Myrtle Beach is you're gonna have a target on your back. just because you drive a Mustang, you know. From what I understand, Myrtle Beach PD is ruthless during Mustang Heat. So, you know, just be under P's and Q's. Don't you know, get caught doing nothing stupid. So let's see. I think we have more money now. We should be able to get close to buying the LFA. I just remembered I'm gonna have to mod it too, because I won't have an R3 car after that. I'll have to build the LFA into an R3 car. So I'll have to do some more races than that.
The Infineon Raceway, a demanding road course just north of San Francisco.
Why can't we go to Road Atlanta? Come on, guys. See, I'm at 289. 70 grand would put me at 350. Right at 350. And then let's see, where's my because I know Volkswagen I get free parts because I've driven so many of them in this game. My Golf R is bone stock. I've got plenty of A-classers to go around, and I think parts for these are free now. I could probably sell the R8 at this point and buy the LFA, and then quickly upgrade my Golf R to R3, and at least have another R3 car. Well, I got the Z still. I forgot I still have this thing. I'm one of those rare ones in my age group of the Mustang is actually smart about how they drive it. Yeah, I mean, you know, like I said, a lot of people our age are just out chasing power. You know, Roush superchargers, VMP blowers, stuff like that on the Mustangs, and just cranking them up. The V10 Toric. I picked that one specifically because I thought of that night we played Horizon 4, I think it was, and you were in that V10 Toric, you know, putting the gap sauce on everybody. So we'll sell the R8. Yep, 369. So I've still got the Z. So we still got a R3 class car. Obviously, it's really underpowered for R3. It's seen its fair share. It's gotten smacked around a good bit. Go ahead and buy an LFA. Let's see. We got plenty of color choices. Orange isn't one of them. So I guess I'll have the white. I think we'll do the blue. Let's see how much upgrades are going to cost for this thing. I feel like it's going to be easy to get it into R3. Got 19 grand to spare. We're top of S-Class. We're building an LFA race car, so... I think it was a prototype they did, actually. They did an LFA prototype race car. Don't want to go too aggressive. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. I highly doubt this game takes into account, you know, handling modifications like that, you know, tire whip. I know I don't have the money for it, but I'm just kind of eyeing around, seeing what costs what. I think we could probably supercharge this as well, couldn't we? No, only twins. I'm not really keen on doing twin turbos. So, we're gonna have to garage it for now because it's not in R3. We're close. We're close, but you know, we'll garage it and we'll do this next race in the Z. This car did not get enough love when I was building it for the first time. See, how much do they think it needs? Unable to further optimize. Yeah, I mean, this car is really on the edge of what it's capable of. At least in R3. I think, honestly, if I converted to the turbos and the supercharger, it'd probably be faster. This car has a, I guess, centrifugal, like a vortex blower, that kind of thing. Centrifugal supercharger. We'll see if we can hang up. Hang up with the rest of this grid. I mean, R3 is a tough class to crack in. So let's see what this thing can do. I think the main reason I stopped using it was getting, you know, crap done in R3 because it just doesn't have any top end. It's all about the corners. Now, thankfully, Infineon's kind of or Sonoma, same thing. It's kind of a handling focused. It's got some high speed things. I know that it sucks that automakers nowadays make it hard to turn off traction control, but in Mopar's, Mustangs, Camaros are any cheaper. higher powered cars. They should. You know, Volkswagen. So my GTI, I had to actually modify the coding on the ECU to allow it to fully shut off traction control, and even then, it still will kick on, even though it says it's off. There's a front. There's like a vibration thing on the front axle, some sort of sensor that if it picks up any sort of like what it perceives as wheel hop, it'll engage traction control even if you have it turned off. It's really annoying. I have to code that out too. I haven't done it yet. We're gonna be having a tight race. We got some Commodores, some Falcons, Viper race cars, some Z race cars, Impreza race cars, an M3 GT2. It's gonna be a tough race for the Z, but we'll make it happen. We'll see what this thing can do. I'm gonna have to bring my A game on this one. Go ahead and just get my hood view up so I can drive at my best. And immediately crash. It's driving at my best for sure. It looks like the one on the cover of Forza 2, this orange one that's right in front of me. Okay, thanks for hitting my rear fender. Thanks, bud. My alignment's goofed. Thanks for that. Out of the way. Come on. My steering wheel's improved. I can feel it pulling. We're not doing too bad. I mean, we're doing better than I thought this car would do. Oh, late braking may have cost me a little bit there. So we got some really stiff competition with this Ferrari and this M3 GT2 sitting up. Some of the faster race cars in this game. Man, these brakes are not cutting it at all. My alignment is now completely destroyed. That front right suspension is completely dead. And I apparently don't know how to drive Infineon because horribly screwed that up. It's honestly not going very well at all. Just trying to go like stupid crap, like, hitting that ball. See, I can't even. If I can at least get third, I'll be happy because that'll still put me in a good shape for second heat. So this thing's screwed. Oh, look at that. Oh, crying out loud, dude. I was on the brakes too. Like, I don't understand. This thing's got pretty garbage brakes, honestly. We're gonna at least catch up to the M3. If I can get on, in the P2, I'd be happy, but I think it's gonna be pretty tricky considering I'm having to constantly steer left right now. Later braking. Let's see if I can get on the outside here. There we go, on the outside. Let's see if I can just not tear that GT40 apart or GTLM around. Yeah. Oh crap, dude. There's a lot of alignments just sending the rear end out. Whenever, it's exacerbating the fact that this thing already is really oversteer happy when it's gravel. But the jank, like busted rear, like front suspension. On the inside, there we go, into the lead. Come on. Gotta remember, this is the short track. I'm not going all the way down. He's trying the same crap on me, and he's hitting me while he's at it. That's such sportsmanlike. Of course, I can take that car out of here. See if I can hit this over to him. I'm not liking that how he was on the corner there. So I can shut him down before he gets here. There we go. That was better. Nope. There we go. That was tough. As you can see, the car definitely did not enjoy that. Let's see if I can like not kill this car next time for the second heat. Maybe not lose so much money. Honestly, like that was a lot of credits we lost off that because of all those wrecks. All right, second heat. Let's make this count. Let's try not to kill any Ferraris this time. Come on. A little bit of contact there, but nothing to really ruin our race. Come on. Drop the line, dude. Yeah, that was kind of Save that. That was close. See this garbage, dude. See, if I had a bit more grip to the front, I probably could have gotten around it. Get the first one a bit more punch. We're starting in second on the exit here in this corner. Last team did this, and really playing a part in exit speed. We're into the inside back there. Crap! Come on. Got him on the inside. I think he's probably gonna get around me though. Okay, thanks for just hitting me, dude. Thanks, man. Take me out, why don't you? Come on. See if I can give these two a run for their money here. Come on. Literally just pushing me. Crap, dude, seriously. I came in way too hot there. I'm taking two cars with me. thing's got pretty shoddy brakes, honestly. That was tough, but besides the AI trying to get me a few times, I mean, a lot of those were just stupid errors I made. But I still got the win. The Z got pretty beat up in the process, but it is what it is. Got another executive luxury coupe. Okay, I like the sound of that. What are we gonna get? I heard Toyota's bringing a new Camry out soon. That'll be interesting. All right, we got M6, DBS, Continental Super Sports, or a CL65. I think as a VW owner, I am required to pick the Continental Super Sports. So let's see what we got in terms of colors. See, they got like British Racing Green or something like that. Which they don't. Why don't? It's a British car. Why would they not have that? I like this blue though, honestly. We'll do black. We'll black it out. You know, the drug dealer spec of the Bentley Continental. We'll do a DBS later. Astons are beautiful. I do love Aston Martin.
For a race on the dry lake bed of Mazda Raceway Laguna
Good old Laguna Seca. I think I've got enough money now to probably push the at least get close to putting the LFA. I saw an S-Class event, so we may do that. Let's do that with the LFA first. Let's put the LFA in an S-Class, see what it can do with mostly stock equipment, and then we'll play around with it. This will probably be our last event of the night. It's getting a little late. Good old Laguna Seca. As I've said before, this track was like the bane of my existence as a kid. Yeah, Mazda did a better job with the sponsorships of Laguna. A lot of wheel spray. Oops. Oh, come on, dude. Really? Oh, crying out loud, man. Ah. That was tough. Let's see how they've arranged this on the freaking corkscrew, but this is a pain. Yep, they want you to go all the way wide. Ah, shoot. We got a redo here. Still failed that one. Got a little wide there. Rear end kind of tried to kick on me. Ah. That was pretty tough, but we got it. I've always hugged the inside in the middle of the corkscrew. Yeah, I always do too. Because floor mats are what you need for racing. Right. WeatherTech also sponsors the main like sports car championship event of IMSA. $25% off on upgrades. That's nice. Didn't do half bad. I mean, obviously there was. Yeah, obviously I hit some gates, but for the most part, it did fine. That was actually kind of fun.
Today you'll give the Nürburgring Grand Prix circuit another run.
Good old Nürburgring. Oh, crying out loud. There's an LFA spec event. We're going to do this. I know I said the last race would be the last race, but it's an LFA spec race. We'll close it out with a bang with some LFAs. LFAs only. This will be fun. Especially because mine will stick out like a sore thumb and this giant wing on the back. I do love this track. My cousin actually got to go to the Nürburgring when he was in Germany a few months back. It was really cool for him. Alright. Starting grid's just LFAs, one after the other. Mine just happens to have the lowest little rating. It's fine. The best sounding car ever made. Of course, I got a bit of an advantage because I'm probably on slicks, where these guys will be on. You can definitely tell they have some power upgrades as they're getting right around me. Wait, there was an orange. I think that's the orange earlier. This looks like a brown earlier. This looks like a gloss one. Oh man, that guy went way off. The AI is ruthless, but sometimes it is dumb. That guy went off too. Thanks for just handing me the win, guys. Appreciate it. Ooh, back end. Way loose. Schumacher X. Schumacher. Either way. I would love to see this track back in the F1 calendar. Such a good track. Ah, they got the walls here, so you can't cut that chicane like you can on Gran Turismo. When I played career mode, I did not care. I would cut that crap. S is up here. That V10 screaming up the hill. Crazy how we started off this game in a Volkswagen Fox, and now we're in an LFA. How about that? Ooh, tail trying to kick out a little bit. Right on the final lap here for our spec LFA race. A little crazy it'd be to see like an LFA one make. It would suck because you know someone would wreck, but it would be so cool to see like a bunch of LFAs on the same track. I know there's enough of them to do that. Got a pretty solid gap from the car behind. 3.5 seconds. One more trip up the Schumacher S. Excuse me. Up to the final chicane here for the final corner to close out this race and the night. There we go. Across the line? Oh, not yet. Maybe not. Now we're across the line. Pocketed the full 16K there. And 50% off modifications. That's nice.
You're on your way back to Italy to
What was
test
that,
your
Mugello?
luck on the Mugello Autodromo
Hey, I called it.
Internazionale.
All right. I think it's about a good time to wrap things up here. I hope you all enjoyed this live stream. If you did, be sure to like and subscribe for more content coming soon here on the channel here. And yeah, see you guys later. Have a great rest of your day, evening, morning, night, whatever, wherever you are in the world. And I'll see you guys.